Welcome Apnikan Sayase, Citizen Journalism News. Capital College of Higher Education, PR Hill Kohima. Idu College Khan Cultural Event Takishe, time 10 a.m. 4th October 2024, Sahitya Sabha Hall. Invocation Mr. Teja Lohe HOD DD Department, Parakurishe. Idu Pichire ethnic display Takishe, 15 tribes laga traditional attire chulaigine, showcase Kurishe. Showcase Kura Pichide, Noita Tribes Tribal Gana Kurishe. Idu Khotom Huigine second session de guest speaker Ling Konyak College Alumni Pra topic Trifecta de Tai Laga Pabna share Kurishe. Tai Laga speech Pichide narrative competition Takishe. Yede 8 students participate Kurishe. Itia program do kiniga Takishe apni hange dikhai diwo.
Best color in the show is a symbolic of love and can be worn by every man among the Chura. Chura is a beauty of India. Necklace. It is a symbol of protection and blessing. Tisa. Provide
Now we have the cognac.
As work at several symbolized the number of leather it was based. The headgear is called polychrome wood, meaning that everything had
A very good afternoon to one and all. Most respected Principal Sir, Vice Principal Sir, loving teachers, students, invitees, and all the Capitolian family. I am truly humbled, honored, and grateful for the privilege that has been given to me, though I am not an expert. At the outset, I would like to thank the college once again for remembering me to be a part of this great event, and also extend my appreciation for so thoughtfully initiating events as such. that not only enhance and enrich the knowledge, but helps in the growth of your children. I am certain that the impact is always greater than you think. I was always conscious of the importance of culture and knowing our cultural roots, but I realized the absence of the concern, the absence of the interest, and the importance given to it only when I participated here in this college. I had to make calls to collect the information, to get the information, and I was not having to make just one call or two because it was very difficult for me to get the complete information from one individual. It was when I realized that, I and we belong to the remnants generation, and it is our decision and our attitude towards our culture, our roots, will have a tremendous impact on the following generations. When I was collecting the information for participating in the college, surprisingly, those people from whom I was expected to get the information, they were also void of the knowledge. Naga is a community of communities consisting of 17 major tribes that have their own unique language, tradition, custom, culture, and practices that distinguish us from one another. Each of us have our own story, tales, songs, music, myth, and origin that enable us to identify where we belong. I think we can call ourselves a rainbow community because the hues and the shades of our artifacts produce vibrant colors that not only attract the people from the neighboring states but also the farthest people from the farthest lands. The trifecta of culture, which is our theme, includes the artifacts which are at the top of the pyramid. It is anything that has been created that contains the information of its creator. Artifacts is not only the sculpture, the paintings, the tools, and the tangible things, but it also encompasses music, songs, ornaments, narrative, literature, etc. Because each of it holds meaning within itself. Another is the value, which provides greater level of awareness as to why we sing the way we do, why we scream, and why certain kind of noises precedes our folk songs. And the base of the bottom, and the base or the bottom of the pyramid is the basic assumptions. For instance, our belief that certain sounds we use in folk songs are inspired from nature. Talking about the traditional proverbs, which is the Latin element of experiences that is imbued with our ancestral wisdom, it is succinct and brief, as it is indigenous will used to teach, guide, advise, warn, or to inspire, and we can assume that it is by nature short and brief, so people will be able to remember. Traditional knowledge is the key to maintain, preserve, and to transmit the precious legacies of our progenitors. All of us are aware and conscious of how vital it is to know our roots and culture. We all know the loss of our cultural artifacts, our roots, is irreplaceable and irreversible. Yet, we do not pay any heed to it. But I was truly amazed when the young host of today's event were articulately pronouncing the names of the ornaments and the attires that the representatives of different tribes were clad in today. To check the fact, if I ask you of the names of the attires we are clad in today or the ornaments we are using, leave aside the meaning. Because every motif, every pattern, and every design, it holds meaning. But just the name of the ornaments that we are using, that we are carrying today. The headgear, which is the English word, or the armlet, which is the English word. If I ask you the meaning, I think most of us will be able to answer, but will be able to respond only in English, but not in one's own language. And this is how much we know about our own roots, and how much we are preserving for our posterity, that is the coming generations. Interestingly, we belong to a community that were self-sufficient, skilled in weaving, knitting, wood carving, and pottery, etc. But today we are incapacitated by the trends of the modern times and the modernity. It is time for us to question ourselves if we can truly call ourselves a true Naga when we are constantly seeking more West in everything we do. In the way that in our clothing, more West, in learning, more West, in behavior, more West, and in becoming as a whole, more West. When I was in the university, I once heard someone say, Nagas are so obsessed with English. Every time I go to pick and drop my children to school, I hear parents communicating to their children in English and not in their own language. Promoting English has become very common, even at homes. And I think all of us, we can agree with that. English is important, but learning your language is crucial, and it is vital for us to know the difference. We must be rooted to our own language while becoming conversant with other languages. Because without language, we cannot have access to our culture. And without knowing our culture, we cannot preserve it. I personally find it very difficult to understand how our ancestors, despite not having any access to educations like we have today, could preserve it so smoothly. Conversely, despite having myriad advantages, we are derailing the trend of transmission. Is education doing more harm than the other? I used to wonder. We must be mindful that it is not just the sole responsibility of the historians, archaeologists, anthropologists, government or organizations to protect, preserve, and to promote our cultural artifacts. But our contribution as individuals is equally vital. Challenges was there, is there, and will be there. But let us not allow it to keep us from contributing, but act by promoting its value, documenting it, and recording without waiting for the outsiders to come and do our job like they have done when it was not feasible for us. As educated, let us not just keep it to ourselves, the knowledge that we have and the awareness, but let us join hands to raise community awareness to protect, preserve, promote our precious legacies and keep it flowing through generations. Thank you very much, and all the very best for the remaining competition. Thank you.
মই এখন দেখিবলৈ পাৰিছে প্ৰগ্ৰামটো ভাল আৰু ছাকচেছফুল থাকিছে গেষ্ট স্পীকাৰ পৰা টপিক ট্ৰাইফেক্টাতে তাই লগা ভাৱনা শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিছে নেৰেটিভ কম্পিটিশ্যন দে লাছমি 5th ছেমিষ্টাৰ অফ কেপিটেল কলেজ পৰা উইনাৰ পাইছে এতিয়াৰ কাৰণে ইমানটাকে হ'ব খবৰ পাই থাকিবলৈ নিমিত্তে চাই থাকিবি চিটিজেন জাৰ্নেলিজম নিউজ